All right.
We're back.
From outer space.
So we're down to the final 8. We have a selection of fighters. The way this is going to go is they're allowed to fight with any weapon that they have fought with previously. So, and then once they've used that weapon, they cannot use it again.
Oh, nice. So they have to think of who all their opponents are.
Correct. And choose their weapons carefully.
Ooh, nice. So are they fighting how many rounds, or is this like a lose one?
It's a best 2 out of 3 standard pairing. So
Nice.
yeah, so it should go rather interestingly, probably quickly with some of these weapon choices.
Yeah.
And you do not have to match weapons. So if somebody brings a 6.5-foot glaive and you bring a dagger.
Oh, you're a dumbass.
Indeed.
Really what I need.
Speaking of dumbasses,
I'm not going to ask that query.
All right. So they have already called the pairing. So it was kind of a speedy thing. Wasn't ready for it. So had to shove some white bread in my mouth really quick. The mustard is a really good lube.
Yeah.
I don't know if it burns or not, but
well, it depends if you used a coarse ground mustard or just simple yellow.
no, yeah. I like simple.
I prefer coarse ground myself.
Yeah, of course. It's your relation to the earth, though.
It is.
Hakua.
My people are of the earth.
Captain to the field! Centurion Alexander Craig! Centurion Cadmus, stand ready!
It appears that Carl Hungus and the Murder Moose are going to be first.
Last 2 rounds, his leg is obviously giving, or his left testicle.
We're not sure. He could have had a blowout, but we're hoping it's just his knee.
But with the title of Hakua, I mean, you really cannot just give in.
No. He's got a lot to uphold here.
Yeah.
Notice he's speaking to the marshal to make sure that the field is even, so no mistakes and no tripping. A man in his condition needs to be careful.
I did see that they have a nice bloodline there that's
Indeed.
dashed by, those aren't yards. Are those
No, they're
sadness lines? What?
They are. I think you're right. Yes, they're Yugoslavian sadness lines.
Oh, okay.
I didn't recognize them at first, but once you mentioned it, it brought it back. You'll see that in episode 6 of The Witcher.
Nice.
That'll work. They'll call it. They have in the past.
We're still waiting on Murder Moose. Don't know where he's at. He's come in on the backfield. And he's putting on his mittens.
Yeah, I wonder if we got that hangnail taken care of.
I certainly hope so. That could prove detrimental in a glaive battle.
Yes.
Now, is it just me, or does it appear that Carl Hungus has just took a rock bar? I believe he's going to attempt to beat the moose into submission with a steel bar.
Yeah, that is exactly what it looks like. Going shorter?
Indeed, I believe he wants to match weapons. But
I might as well save that link for whenever somebody else has that link.
Indeed. He's holding it backwards, therefore he's only going to use it as a 6-foot spear. So this is a tip-on-tip battle.
Nice.
Salute the one whose favor you bear.
Now we're back to having salutes again.
Notice he
Salute the most
looks
worthy
very
populace
confident.
of Summer Vindheim. Marshal, the field is yours.
So I did hear that Gunnar was took the fallout of Her Excellency Jillian taking a position knowing,
he was struck in the leg, stabbed in the leg.
he has a leg issue. It does not affect his, he is yielding. He's trying to push through. Sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes
you just kind of have to bear down.
yeah. But that's also how you cause hemorrhoids.
Yeah, but
And-
you know, power squeezing sometimes just has to happen after cheese night.
No.
Leg,
But I'm glad he didn't risk injuring his knees further or possibly the testicle.
Yeah, that's true.
Centurion Alexander Craig, Centurion Catholic to the field.
This should be a fairly
Centurion
interesting
Charles,
fight.
Sir Cyrus, stand ready.
They both have 7.5.
Yes, indeed.
The Royal House of Osceola.
Just gotta spit on that thing. That's right, Armand. You know, sometimes that's just your only option.
Fighters salute Cornet Hard.
And with the name Haktua,
Opponent.
it does spit.
And we're going to see if the man with the outstanding pecs can pull it off
Salute
against
the one whose favor you bear
against the
this
crane.
day.
He's over here.
Apparently somebody's intoxicated.
Salute the populace of Summer Vindheim. Marshal, the field is yours.
Took me a second to realize that that is actually a leather back piece there.
Indeed,
Thought he
indeed.
got a very good chops to the back of it, and it really fucked up the metal.
That would be some excessive blows.
Yes.
We'll see if the rapier fighting that Alexander has been engaged in will help him in this fight.
I did see that he just tried the move called the omelet flip. So it's interesting that he's bringing.
To the chest.
He is allergic to eggs.
Indeed. That would be a problem.
Yep.
Centurion Charles the Great, Sir Cyrus Logason to the field. Woo, sorry.
And here we go with 6-foot spears.
Indeed. Again, he's going with the distracting tip.
Yes.
It proved useful for him last time.
Salute the coronet of Vindheim. Salute your most worthy opponent. Salute the one whose favor you bear this day.
What up? Oh, he's right there.
I'm right here. I feel so jilted.
Yeah.
Salute the populace of Osceola Vindheim.
Apparently it is a single pass.
You realize if you win this, we'll have to erase this in its entirety.
I'll just upload it later
There you go.
in
After
about
you step down.
6 months.
It's going to be a do-over. But a very strong facial from Rabbit.
That facial was incredible.
He's not used to getting it in the face that way.
Oh, a double facial. Rarely do you see that outside of California.
Yeah.
We'd like a moment brought from our sponsors, Blue Chew. 2 facials in one day.
Alexander Marcellus, Centurion Perfect.
I'm not used to seeing him get it in the ear that way. Usually he's a little bit more on target with the face shot.
You know, sometimes you just have to go with Moan strikes.
Yep. Yeah.
And now we have Turpin and Alexander. Alexander seemed to have brought a great sword versus
6 foot
Turpin's 6-foot
glaive.
glaive.
We're about to have a naval collision.
Indeed. Well, it actually, is it walrus season?
I hope they don't vapor lock together. That would be horrible.
We would need to call EMS and the Jaws of Life.
That was alive, definitely. Or Weight Watchers, one of the two.
One thing's for sure, they're not going to be hitting light.
This is true.
And I am happy to announce that we do have a visitor on our lineup today.
Guest
So-
commentary.
Yes. So
My fans everywhere. My fans everywhere.
he's never said anything offensive ever. Ever.
that we're allowed to mention due to FCC rules.
He is here to keep us under wraps and make sure that we stay appropriate in everything that we.
All time.
Yes.
My middle name.
Turpin takes the field like a joke.
At Golf Wars this year, Turpin made a fine pot of gumbo in that kettle now. Salute the populace of Summer Vindheim!
It does explains the waviness.
Marshal, the field is yours! No kidding. He's one of those small little towns.
Right. And they're sizing each other up.
They have already determined that their weapons are the same length, which is.
Indeed. Woo! Oh!
Wait, what?
Crowd goes mild.
Did something hit?
I guess so.
Yeah, okay. Apparently Turpin is calling a -2 today.
Indeed. I thought it was terribly generous.
Yeah.
Especially from such well-armed individuals. You expect a stouter engagement.
Yes. But
With Blue Chew, it can be a stiff engagement.
yes. But throughout the day, I'm guessing great swords do kind of get a little limp.
I prefer the term flaccid, but yes.
Okay. Matsu is also a little confused by that fight.
Understandable.
Agree.
It's a tough job. Somebody got to do it.
Not quite sure what occurred there, but
As long as both fighters and their highnesses are happy, then
I've seen no requests for beheadings, so I assume we're okay.
yep. Wolf is displaying her limberness, apparently.
Indeed. Performing wild woman yoga.
Yes.
After that, she intends to run down a deer and kill it with a stone knife.
Oh, yeah. I heard that she actually has teeth implants that will pop out whenever she decides to go full.
Indeed. She is a lycanthrope, but a lot of people don't know that.
That explains a lot.
Indeed.
Dapis and Kiris. Semifinals.
We're in the
Oh,
semifinals.
Centurion Alexander.
Sunday.
Take it.
Final four.
Indeed. Not like the Fantastic Four.
And Daffod and Rabbit have to go against each
Indeed.
other.
I know my loyalties are divided.
Yes, exactly.
The question is who's going to get the facial?
I hear that they do both really good facials.
It's my understanding.
And Daffod has been moisturizing a lot.
Indeed.
Yes. It's the mousse.
It is the mousse. It's the mousse cream. So, Hiram, how do you feel about this fight?
This one is kind of right. I'm sad. I hate seeing, members of my family fighting each other. But it happens.
Usually we do save the inner fighting for holidays
Indeed.
and Christmas time, but
And when a full unopened can of cranberry sauce is hurled at another's head, it really does signal Thanksgiving.
yes,
Last
exactly.
time I had to go to counseling.
Nobody likes it when mom and dad fight.
Yep, that's the final four.
I know, it just sits in my car. There's no word on it.
Salute the royal house.
Hi, Anna. Yep.
Inspires you on the field this day.
Well, I do have to say that depending on the winnings, the first round of fighting video may or may not be temporarily removed from public view for the next 6 months.
Fair enough. Completely understand.
Yes.
Some levels of decorum must be sequestered.
Right. Because I am an appropriate lady.
Indeed, always.
Yes.
And salute your most often and worthy opponent. Marshal, the field is
I'm a lady, I am.
I'm a lady, I am. You're a beautiful flower, kind of like an angry thistle.
Let's see, so we got hand and a half again on both
Indeed,
of them?
hand and a half. Oh. First
Did
shot.
that?
Alexander Marcel. Earl Daphne Whitaker. And Sir Kiris Logison. Take the field.
Now this will leave a very interesting last fight depending on which fighters' weapons have chosen. Doesn't leave a lot left in the bags.
Fighters.
Rabbits against mooses, though. I do hear that moose very much like to eat rabbit pellets.
That is a fact, and also moose do like to use rabbit for toiletries because poop doesn't stick to their fur.
That's right. Hey, boys. How y'all doing?
Woo!
She gonna kill me.
I see you've hedged your bets.
Yeah. I'm winning.
You're winning.
That's your dad right there in the blue and black. He's in a completely different.
Oh, never mind. You can't even recognize him. You're killing us here. And another outstanding facial by Rabbit.
He tried to do a replay to himself.
He did.
Yay!
You just let me know what the passcode is, and I'll lock this tape up while you're.
Your dad thrusted Daffod.
Right as they said lay on, and your dad did not wait. He just stabbed him quick. Which was probably wise, because that was going to be a mean fight. Rabbit is dynamite.
Oh, I gotta show the new cloak, order of the cloak. So JP, as he's walking off, that is the new cloak for the order of whatever it's called. Hawkswing. Turn around, let us show off the... It's very pretty. So it is for the fighters who have previously have previously sat as prince or princess of Vindheim. But this one is an order specific for the fighters as opposed to the consorts.
Daffod looks surprised. I don't even think Daffod woke up. And he's my knight. I love him to death, but he was like, what?
I do
So-
have to say I'm kind of nervous now.
Kajira, I would be because it appears that rabbits on a run, and that frightens the whole north, quite honestly.
Yeah, that's true.
And also,
Well, and we're not out in the woods where the sniper could be off into the trees.
correct. But we do have a grassy knoll on the way to the car, so you'll need to be careful.
Yeah, that is true.
I personally
Finals will be Rabbit or
And
Ketis
Cadmus.
with. No, I thought Alexander.
or no, Alexandra. Yeah, Alexander.
Yeah.
Alexander and Rabbit. It's a quick hop. Surprise Rabbit ram. Ricker, yes, I'm sure Daffod is thinking that very thing.
Rabbit has been ramming his pole into many mouths today.
Yes, yeah, with great deals of efficiency.
Yes. He is all about just getting the job done and then going on to the next thing.
Well, he's a professional.
Yes, yes.
And that shows. It's pride in his work.
That is right.
Hey, it was the smartest tactic he could have, because Daffod's good with a glaive. Prolonged fight is not.
Which he did beat Taka with the glaive.
A prolonged fight with Daffod and the glaive is not a winning strategy.
Yeah.
So I just want to say I welcome our new overlords, whoever it may be, and hope that Vindheim survives.
Well, that along with the questionable motives of their current royal majesties.
They're going to refight that fight.
Maybe Daffod didn't hear Layla. Who knows? Who knows? If they want to agree on refight.
If the fighters agree to refight, that's their business.
Yep. I say we are.
It was a pretty neat thing.
It looks like you've gotten more comfortable now.
Oh yeah, I'm relaxing down.
Oh yeah, let's refight that. Yeah, that's good.
Because, being forced to be prim.
Elizabeth says hi.
Hi. How are you? We do know that if you were forced to be prim and proper for 6 months, you'd probably need psychological care afterwards.
I do, but with my work does come mental health benefits.
Very nice.
So
do you
yeah.
get mental health days?
No, but I do have excessive PTO.
Excellent.
So I think it's post-trauma
Off.
Yes.
Post-trauma
Yes.
off.
Yes.
Very important to have those. I thought they were refighting.
He's your lover and you love him. It's because I kissed you both. It threw him off. I know.
what it was.
I know. Present trauma off. Yes. Yeah, that works too.
Present trauma off, yeah. Tell Dad his grandbuddy is cheering him on.
All right. Will do. Have them Rochambeau. No, there's been a lot of pseudo Rochambeaus today.
Indeed.
We've had some good meat slaps that's been
Meat
going
slaps. That's the best way to describe that.
on. Yeah.
Fried black rats. Curried recipe.
They said, Buddy's your partner. Do what Buddy does. That's how bad it is.
So I guess we're waiting on Dad.
I guess so.
Buddy has to call you back. Peter, come back. No.
Oh, he may have already taken his helm off by the time that got called.
He may be out of his armor already, sipping a margarita.
I can say that giving colorful commentary with John around is a lot easier than just entertaining myself.
Well, sometimes having a partner is always a good thing.
Yeah. But sometimes it is faster and less emotionally
Taxing.
yes, whenever you're solo.
You may be anxious, but Kajira is like, oh dear God. And you're having to deal with the prince and princess knowing their animosity towards the north.
Hey, Rabbit.
Rabbit.
Oh, Octavia is here. Maybe I should go kiss her. Oh, she's gone again.
Can't watch this.
I know. Magnus says do it again.
Okay, we'll do it again because you said Magnus.
and your grandbuddy said hi.
Grand Bunny said hi.
I love you. I'm still gonna hit you. That's okay. I hope you're ready this time.
That's why you gotta walk 7 steps away from each other and turn around.
Let me go!
Where are you getting? Oh, what the fuck? Was it halved?
I don't know.
Oh, come on, Rabbit.
Come on, Rabbit, give it to him. Watch out for the moose.
Don't want to chomp down on the finger.
Here's Daffod learned his lesson.
Yeah.
I think 3 out of 5 would be good.
Yeah?
Yeah. I just like watching you sweat.
Yeah, thanks. I tell yourself, breathe.
Breathe, breathe.
Victoria Alexander, please take the field.
Do we have some duct tape?
Tape!
And we have duct tape.
Come on, what's coming to?
We used all of it to tape the floor down.
No kidding.
So now that we're in finals, can they fight with any weapon style again?
I think they still have to use weapons that they haven't used, but I don't know that for a fact.
The format is best 2 out of 3.
Best 2 out of 3.
First fight is Dana.
Oh, they're dictating the weapons.
Second fight,
They're going to be fighting with the Danish 6-foot glaive
the third fight, if necessary, is Bastard Sword.
and bastard sword.
Dana,
No, that's single.
It's 2 out of 3. First fight's Danax.
Really, now I'm getting slow connection. People need to hang up their damn phones. No, this is single a limb this round. And now we're on finals, so now it's 2 out of 3. Or
Correct.
3
2 out of
rounds,
3.
yeah.
Yeah, 2 out of 3. They need a rubber match. I've personally been impressed with all the shield fighting today. Sword and shield.
Yes, yes. It's been a very strong technique.
And very clean.
Yeah.
Very clean. I haven't seen one missed call.
No, normally the sword and shield fights are exceptionally long. And
Yeah.
no, not being sarcastic. They did a refight on that one. So it wasn't 1-1, it was a refight. But that does mean that I can keep my video up and I don't have to worry about losing it later.
Indeed,
Yeah.
indeed. Your chances for banishment have dropped considerably.
Yeah, that's great.
Now we're going to see those expert whack-a-mole techniques come into play here.
That's true. Just at the end of the day, for how late it is, can they hold the grip onto their shafts for what's needed to keep their head on straight?
Well, you know, we're going to have to see. So far it seems fairly steady, but you know, a little tremor, a little waver, and your rhythm is lost. And apparently he didn't need the whack-a-mole, he went straight for the thrust.
You win the thrust.
This round, 6-foot play.
Now, I have heard rumor in the past that Daffit is really good with the thrust.
Well, that appears to be true. He has some glaive experience. Once on a Tuesday, he fought with one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that day
He did okay.
it was a pretty hot day.
Yeah.
And that's where years of spear technique comes in. And it appears appears that the moose has finally done it.
Awesome.
So, and if you don't know, tradition here is that the winners will be wreathed
Immediately?
with a circlet of flowers until the court comes along that they are elevated to their new position.
Yep.
Has somebody told Octavia?
Yeah, that might be important. Somebody needs to tell Octavia.
I heard that before today, Octavia was actually going to quit participating.
Just run it all the way to the SI, so I bet you Octavia.
Well, nobody really knows where she went.
No. She
Oh,
tips.
there she is.
Oh, yeah.
That is a look of sheer happiness.
Yeah.
She looks very ecstatic.
Yeah, like, what did you just do to us?
But Octavia is used to having to clean up Daffit's messes, so
And has for years.
yes.
Just goes to show magic knees work. Oh yes, she's already got a hat on. She should probably remove that.
Daffit has cleaned the rust off of his nose.
I hope they realize that isn't going to fix the looks. So you just can't.
No,
You can't fix that much.
the flowers though, really what you don't know is that the flowers actually have a very distinct scent.
Indeed. Yak loin is my understanding.
right. Thank you, everybody, for hanging around, and we will see y'all when we see you.
Indeed.
So this is your commentary, Jonas Verne, or wait, Haffe Franklin.
Indeed.
And I am your hostess, Jamil Quantine.
Quantine.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. And we will see you next time.
Take
Bye,
care.
everybody.